就是，不会吧？我记得这里面好像有个大苍蝇，超级可怕。小苍蝇倒还好，小苍蝇没有危险。苍蝇的话，不知道有没有抗击性？没有就拿那个多管雷射来对付好了。 复仇者的短机枪是帕多森林，帕多森林才是生存能力最大的武器。当然，对方要没有防御值的情况下，它才会成为威力最大的武器。 小苍蝇就用太阳能手枪，绰绰有余。没打中，就凭你想躲开吗？就在这里，好大一只啊！好球不损血。 不管谁不要打中都是大爆炸。好了，砍丢了。因为死掉还会自爆的，所以想用近战方法杀死他是不可能的事情。 苍蝇也想跟我嚣张啊！哟，科学家手套。这里的箱子都不能用吗？里面没有放任何东西。哼。看起来很可疑的地方，结果却什么也没有。
Trouble.
Trouble.采集这些洞穴蘑菇而已吧。哼，刚刚那只大只的死在哪里？尸体。虽然被打成灰烬了，但应该不会这么难找的。在这里。哈哈， 51分肉。哼，就这样子而已。疯狂要那些空的针头20个字，这家伙到底是被注射了些什么鬼东西啊，才会变得如此变异？神秘的洞窟就这样子，没有什么令人惊奇的东西。Nothing special。好吧，看来看去就这样子。大概就只是为了让玩家挑战极限，去打那只危险而爆炸的大苍蝇。如果玩家之前不知道它有这么强，会因为先入为主的观念，认为苍蝇都很弱，然后莫名其妙就被它一击秒杀。
Rant. See how I abstract my rage, think tank? I hold you in such disdain, I generalize my hatred for you!
打什么？
I'm not even making a dent with this. What's up? Step into my office. You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
为什么他拿10厘米手枪出来射？原来他没子弹，不能怪他。 封闭，通过它，哎，可以走哦。竟然还有炮塔在。这个不是通道，这是厕所，不锈，冷却元件。这有个什么秘密通道还是什么？没办法控制它。曼塔特跟九头蛇，这个地方也是封闭的。手电筒，不能把它关闭。这个立场，哦，对了，好吧。这个炮塔打烂，到时候它反目攻击。好了，居然被炸到了！天哪！到处都是洞穴蘑菇，看来这好像没有怪物。莫冲手弹，用来炸机械什么？啊，对了，可以用来对付那个机械蝎子。LAER， 不过是普通版本，有点失望。把它当材料维修好了。哎，哦对了，这把那个耐用度快满的啊，这个放在地上的那一把。好吧，用到烂再把它修掉。现在枪都变得这么廉价啊，子弹都不能大量批。改成这样的什么意思？LAER 啊，就算没有经过任何改装，以前的价格至少也是3、4千以上。好歹这可是尖端科技产物，这么糟蹋它。而且这东西只有 Big Mountain 才有出产。这洞穴底部好像没有路。对，到这就没有路。
Do not approach the pylons. Pylons are the glowing things. Also, do not approach a fallen pylon. If you see a fallen pylon, call security.
X-Dash 421机械战争机器。开始警戒了。啊，是那个啦 ，iPod 跟他战斗了。不行，这样我要赶快过去才行。
This is a pre-recorded attack message indicating my desire to commit violence on you. Crush them with your pincers! Sting the best!
被打飞了，我还会自爆，我靠！妈的，重伤了！自动注射治疗针哎，可恶！再注射一针。也许回来是太慢了。 又一把 LAE 啊，掉的到处都是怎样？哎呦，怎么又是这个？没意义。啊，这一把就拿来当备品材料。看似好像是友善的，但刚刚根本没有运作啊。我从哪边进来？我搞不清楚。这里。沧海飞到这里来也太夸张了吧！备份发电机的记录。这个地方就这样子。机器人。这是紧急停止终端机密码。紧急停止，难道刚刚 刚其实可以不用跟他开战的。不过都已经打完了，才能到底有什么意思？诶，又100个 AE 啊！这看起来好像是完整的。相对完整，耐用度将近满，耐用度全满也只有将近800的价格而已。有够不值钱。这里是通往那个区域。又一个磁铁片音波样本 Mobius Roboscopy 机械蝎的摩比尔斯博士的机械蝎的声音样本。更深的实验室。紧急停止终端机，原来是在这。好吧，存档操作方案。啊，不能控制它哦，只能检阅记录。这个房间跟对面那个没有相通哦，这下有点麻烦。 空兵只没用以外，其他都有用。炮塔控制系统。哦，如果当初跟机器人战斗的时候，能够先控制这些炮塔，对我会比较有利。但问题是，一找我的ED就跟他打起来了，根本没有机会操作这些东西。除非不带他进来。唉。没想到会发生这些事情，不过我也不是真的那么需要怎么搞的？刚居然没有找到任何合适的词句可以特讲，这科学啊！不是这个，词句也就这么一点点而已啊，奇怪了。啊，我弄错了啦 ，shit。这个了，我误解第一个词句的那个正确字母数量，改写成攻击刚刚的机械血，没意义啊，他已经死了。手榴弹，对，它里面放的是动力全套的。 像这一层龙凤，应该说这个区域，从往下的区域。摩比有事博士去了就好。你要去哪里
？Yo, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. A little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely. Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat? I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-erific thoughts and ideas when those chalky talents are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end. Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I. Oh, a variety of raisins. You're something of a homily. Anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition. I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally, although I feel this one is especially important. Oh well. Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Or maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers. The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better. Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break. Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose. I find things curious as... Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought, but they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts. Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the reasons better than I do. This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming. Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then... The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan C's in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. Probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here, or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan B's in case the A's fail. Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time, and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional. Really? It is so unlike me to make an error in anything I do. Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host. There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micro-magnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts. Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the autodoc in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem. And the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation... Oh no, I doubt your brain would be so unreasonable. It already knows the trick of it, you see. Doesn't need to be in a host body at all. If you become friends or exist in an uneasy truce with weapons aimed at each other, it would unlock the fence for you. Well, once the think tank was dealt with, of course. Your brain is a responsible sort. Doesn't want mad scientists running around everywhere. I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So watch it, potty mouth. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly. The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit? Why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either. Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate. Oh well, at least I tried. Yes, my overly aggressive cammed up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt. But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them. You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so. Yes, this is... There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions. Yes, in any event. but it was enough. If they obtained that procedure... Yes, I certainly wouldn't loop it on purpose. Purpose. I am far too sophisticated to make such a childish error. Not much, except they contaminated Big Mountain and installed new ideas in the think tank. One caused a great deal of infrastructure damage with his brain and smartiness. Ruthless, that one. Played a little rough with the trains. But the last one was the most dangerous. Him, slipping away. That was almost as bad as the think tank escaping. The first one, the ruthless one who smashed up our toy trains, asked for weapons, power, items he could use to destroy a nation with force. The other asked a different question, and with it got the true answer about what makes nations and what breaks them. He spoke to the think tank to climb, showed them the flag of the old world, and it made them remember all of it, all that had happened. They shared things with him that they shouldn't. He now carries those ideas, that knowledge elsewhere.
喂，是。哦，这样子。你用电脑就可以了。哦，手机认证哦。可是它只要你认证一次就好了，所以你如果之前就认证过的话，之后就不需要再用你的手机认证。我之前有试过。我知道，那是因为你前天根本就没有手机嘛，你应该在有手机的情况下这么做啊。你就等你手机送修回来再说了。那就来不及了，对啊。Messenger 早就已经没人在用了啊。已经被淘汰了，那个连那个微软都没有在用那个东西了。你就算你有程式，你也没办法连上伺服器。啊？不是哦。你还在讲 Facebook？ 我不是跟你讲过了吗？我的 Facebook 被当账号之后就被删除了。所以我现在根本就不用 Facebook 了。它是什么公司出的？就照你这样讲，它不是微软。蓝图商店，我还真的不知道，我没有听过这个东西。对啊。没有。 下礼拜应该就可以修好了吧？你的手机。好。你那边是一直在 BB 是？有啊。
Now, that seems to be rather hormonal of you. Flight or fight response, you know. Hard to cut that out completely. Your brain is here, safe with me. We chat over mentats. Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes. Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor. They said I was mad! Preposterous! Not an angry bone in my body! Had them all removed! Imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers right now. I'm running out of floor space for my calculations.
What's up?
哇，这种东曼塔特，难怪他那么喜欢嗑药。把自己嗑到都疯疯癫癫的。难怪我觉得之前那个Dr. Klein 他们那几个博士对话之间好像有些逻辑上的矛盾，因为他们的记忆都定期被这个摩比尔斯博士给删除掉。摩比尔斯博士之所以这么做，是为了要把他们永远留在这个Big Mountain 大山脉的这个研究中心区，不让他们跟外界有所接触，因为他认为他的这些同事们有的时候所产生的那些该怎么说啊？科学方面的想法太过危险。他是基于保护世界，类似钢铁兄弟会的那种心态，所以才用这种手段把他们留在这里，然后定期的对他们施展各种的威胁、压力，分散他们注意力，让他们不至于注意到自己记忆的问题。在我看来，连这个摩比尔斯博士自己都有点神志不清的感觉，嗑药嗑过量，对于他的判断是否正确，其实也是令人质疑的事情。反正关于他们之间的恩怨，我就不想多讲破。想取回我自己的脑啊！我要在这之前先搜刮完这里再说。又一把有 AE 啊！战斗不久，中型的，而且还更轻了。算了，离开这里再说吧。要换护甲，回到莫哈维荒野再换。潜行装是中型护甲是轻型，看来是带一件当备品，然后把它交给I爸。
Ooh, got something good for me? Is it a dress?
不小心拿到盒子可乐，普通的盒子可乐对我没什么用。至于夺回自己的脑和下一次